Primetime Deion Sanders, University of Colorado. Started off strong, 3-0, and then after that they nosedived and obviously won one of their last 8 games or what have you. And we know, including 6 straight, and we know that he's been in the news on a lot of occasions over the last few months. The sizzle is always with Primetime. You know, I think that he has the potential to be a great coach. I know he's the greatest cornerback that ever lived, and I think that he's an elite motivator. My wish for him is that he had gotten a Florida State job when he wanted it before Colorado ever came along, or he had gotten a job at Texas A&M. That would have been my wish for him in competing in the SEC. I think being in Boulder, Colorado, I don't like his chances, Paul Feinbaum. But your thoughts about primetime Deion Sanders and what that program is going to do?
Well, they owned the college football season last year for about 5 weeks, and some of it was predicated on upsetting TCU and then beating Nebraska. Having people like you, Shannon, The Rock, others show up, and it just infused so much energy that everybody wanted to watch them. And then when they went off the cliff, people turned away, and I don't think they're turning back this season, Stephen A., and I think that's going to frustrate Coach Prime. I have great respect for him. He's recruited a lot of amazing players. I mean, Travis Hunter might be the best player in the country, but it's not enough. And the league is easier this year being in the Big 12, but he's still, to be relevant, has to be a playoff contender, and I don't think they are. In the moment that they lose enough games where they're no longer part of the conversation, I think we will all move on to those who matter most, and I think that will drive him crazy. I agree with you. You put him in any number of places, and he can recruit the talent. You can only recruit a limited amount of talent to Boulder. So I hope he's patient, but ultimately I think that's a dead-end job for him.
Do you believe that he'll ultimately get a job at a big-time program, or do you believe that times are going to be so rough that it could ruin his future prospects of getting a job at a big-time program?
I think ADs know what he's capable of. Now, some will not hire him. You know that, and I know that. But there are athletic directors out there at good schools who need a change agent who I think will take the chance. By the way, not a chance. Make a very smart move. I think there are a lot of places that he could completely turn it upside down where he would have a legitimate chance. By the way, Auburn's another school that could have had him 2 years ago, and they ended up hiring Hugh Freeze, who was run out of the business 8 or 9 years ago at Ole Miss. But somebody will take a chance on him, and I think they'll be rewarded. I give Colorado credit for trying. He's changed that. He's made that place at least a conversation piece, but ultimately it's still Colorado, and they are never, even with Deion Sanders, going to be a significant player in college football.